Hello everybody, my name is Deb and I want to welcome you to another episode of Just for Deb's RV Transport Adventures. I am in New Jersey, location is not important. I just chilled with my BFF for 3 days. It was awesome time off. Everybody needs time off every now and then. I highly recommend it. Yesterday we even drove into New York and I went to Coney Island and Staten Island so I can check them off the list. That was really cool. I've got an 11.5-hour drive ahead of me because I'm going to be avoiding tolls, and I am reserved on a load going to Eureka, Missouri, and I pick it up in Goshen, Indiana. I'll pick it up in the morning. It's probably not even at the drop yard yet. I'm looking forward to the trip. Looking forward to getting back on the road. I love my time off, but then I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. So I'm ready to go. I can't think of anything else to say at this point. Getting ready to log in. Big girl's ready to go. Got enough fuel to make it back to Goshen-ish area. And then I'll start checking around for prices to top off and stuff. But right now, I'm not worried about fuel at all. Oh, that is so nice not worrying about fuel. Okay. Man, it's nice here. I'll tell you one thing I did learn. I've been communicating with my peeps that I'm getting ready to head out. And they're like, snow, snow. Apparently it's going to be snowing in Kentucky and probably Missouri. And I'm like, what is up with that? And it's... I don't know, going to be 75 degrees here. It was a little cool yesterday, but it's alright. Okay, folks. Let's get this show on the road. Hey, everybody. As you can probably see from the weather, this is going to be a really quick update. I'm in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. I'm 3 hours from destination. I'm tired. And it's snowing, and I just don't want to mess with the weather anymore tonight. Ever since I left when I was leaving New Jersey, my friends are like, it's gonna be snowing. They were right, it's snowing. So I'm just gonna curl up, go to bed. I am not gonna worry about this weather tonight. No load is worth losing your life over. Okay. Yep, that's it. Good night, everybody.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the US 30 West, US 23 North ramp to Van Wert, Toledo. Turn left onto the US 30 West ramp. In a quarter mile, merge onto US 23 North, US 30 West.
Hey everybody, I'm in Goshen, Indiana. It's cold, and I'm not going to stay on this video very long outside. But quick tutorial, something that I pre-planned for when I was buying equipment for my job, and it's finally come in handy, and I want to share that information with you. Last customer that I was at, they couldn't slide the slides out because they said my battery was dead. The battery from my breakaway, and I've got the big battery. So I was calling my mechanic later, is that possible? Is it possible that my battery's dead? And he's like, well, if you didn't shut off the main power to the whole unit, it's a possibility that your battery's gone dead. So when I get here to Goshen, Indiana to hook, sure enough, my battery won't raise the electric jack up and down. So this little device came in handy. I purchased a, what's it called? It's a 4-in-1 portable jump pack. And of course it recommends that you charge it up fully before you use it. So I charged it. It's been over a month ago. But what I did was I hooked it up to the battery, and this little unit powered this electric jack so that I could get my weight distribution hooked up. Weight distribution hitch hooked up, yes. And the interesting thing that I found out is that little power, that little, what is it called? Battery disconnect. I found out that when you flip that to shut the power off, it shuts the power off to the jack, and the jack won't run either. And so after I hooked up my little doodad, I'm like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? And even when I had the truck, see, I backed up close enough that I could plug the truck in for power. Still, nothing. Why isn't this working? Turns out that switch needs to be on. So, just another thing I'm learning while I'm out here in the cold, freezing. Okay, so I'm out here a little bit longer than I wanted to do in this video, but it's okay. The sun comes and goes in the clouds, and it makes it nice. So, lesson for me was, I'm glad that I had that little portable jump pack. The reason I knew that I wanted it is I'd watched enough RV transport people on YouTube talking about batteries going dead and stuff. And I thought, yeah, I want to make sure that doesn't happen to me. Sure enough, my battery went dead, but I've got a backup. So, yay! Okay, let me finish hooking up my unit. Thanks, guys. All right, everybody, I did it. Hooked up and almost ready to go. I still have to send my pictures, my pre-hooked pictures, log in, make an exit call, but I got to do that outside the gate, because once you make your exit call, your combo doesn't work anymore to open the gate. I've never tested that theory. I don't think I ever will. Got me a 32 footer. We're going to Eureka, Missouri. I didn't actually even look at the customer to see if it's the one I've done before when I went to Eureka, but no worries, mate. Super glad. Okay, it is a requirement with the company that you have a torque wrench and that you torque your lugs and make sure they're tight. And this is the first time that when I've tightened my lugs, the lugs were all over the place. Some were tight, some of them needed a couple of turns, and so I feel extra confident that my tires on my unit that I'm towing are not going to fall off going down the road. I'm really confident of that. It's a little bit of work on my back, but in the end, we are responsible for these units, and anything that happens, it's on us. We can't claim ignorance. We can't say, well, I didn't know, or I thought that it was, because in the end, we will be the ones held responsible as a driver, as a tower. So I like that I've got that part taken care of. I'm gonna call my troubleshooter back in a minute, because I told him that main battery cutoff to the whole unit, when it was off, my the little jumper doodad thing wouldn't run the jacks to raise and lower. So he's thinking, well, if it won't run, he's wondering if that would cut off all power to where my truck wouldn't charge the battery. I know this much about what I'm talking about here. I know nothing. Okay, I know nothing. That's kind of handy to have a troubleshooter on speed dial. Oh my goodness. One moment. Oh, it's cold out here. Okay. Oh, that was gross. Let me see. Is there anything else? No. I just want to get in the warm truck. Big girl's hungry. I kind of underestimated how much fuel that I had, that I needed. And so she's hollering, I'm hungry! So I will get a cash, or not a cash advance, but I will get an advance on my trip. And if I need to, there's a truck stop. The one that I've reported to you guys from several times, a couple times. I'll just drive across the street and get a little bit if the prices aren't good, and then I'll get enough to get me to a good spot. Either way, she's hungry. The girl's hungry. So I've been trying to shut the truck off. When the sun was shining, it didn't matter because then it's warm. It's warm with the sun shining inside the cab. Right now it's cold. Okay, anything else? Yeah, got my lugs. Took my caps off the end of the bumper. Took the little cover off the spare tire because apparently that'll blow off going down the road. Which begs the question. So after somebody buys these units, if it blows off, I guess that's just their problem? Just a thought that was running through my mind. I don't know. I don't know why they'd blow off. I have to pull and yank and pull and yank and get them off. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see how they would blow off going down the road. But I secured it just in case. I don't want to have to pay for it. All right, I'm freezing. Okay, I'm going to send my pictures and I'm going to exit the gate and I'm gonna. All right, thank you guys. I'll give you an update when I'm up on down the road. I'm definitely not gonna, I don't think I'll have enough time to deliver today. It's a 6-hour drive and I don't think I'll get there before they stop receiving today, but no worries. Okay, we got this. No. I did not sign up for this. This is crazy. Look at this snow. Yes, I'm fueling. Doesn't that look like fake snow to you? That's not snow, that's like fake snow. It's just crazy. Anyway, can't wait to get back inside my nice warm toasty truck. Nope. I did not sign up for this. It's all part of the experience. That's what I tell my BFF all the time. It's all part of the experience. Okay. Yeah, I'm whining. It's pretty though. I think it's beautiful. Quick update for everybody. I'm in Troy, Illinois. I stopped to grab some carbohydrates. I'm an hour from destination and I'm gonna go ahead and press on, go through St. Louis on into Eureka. I'm pretty confident I can find some place to park over there. I don't mind saying that sometimes truck drivers aggravate the snot right out of my nose. I pulled into the fuel island and there was an open bay. So I went to pull forward. And there's another truck in front who had fueled and pulled forward. And he pulled far enough up that he was way out of the way. But when I got in behind him, I couldn't pull, I couldn't get out of the way of the person behind me who wanted to fuel. I thought, no big deal, no big deal. Driver, he'll move, he'll move. We sat there and sat there and sat there. And the driver behind me, he can't pull up and fuel. I can't get out of his way. And the fuel delivery truck for this truck stop, he's like almost stuck out in the road. And we're waiting and waiting. Finally, old boy comes out. It looks like he done him some grocery shopping while he was in there. And I'm like, really? And I knew he was the driver to the truck because he was wearing the company logo on his shirt. But instead of getting in his truck, he walks past the front of my truck and he comes and he stands by my driver door, and I'm kind of looking at him. And I roll the window down this much because I don't know who you are and I don't know why you're standing at my door, but I ain't rolling my window down. And he looks at me and he goes, because I think the reason he said it is because not only did he notice that I'm pulling an RV, but the driver behind me was also pulling an RV and trying to fuel. And he says to me, "Do you make any money doing this?" And I just looked at him for 0.68 seconds and I said, "Is this your truck?" "Hey, yeah, do you need to move?" I went, "There's a line behind you." And he gets in his truck and he moves. Really? As Keith Morrison from Dateline would say, really? Yes, I love Dateline with Lester Holt. I've been listening to that all day. Actually, when I was trucking, we used to listen to audiobooks. Keeps the mind occupied. Keeps you from getting tired. And I don't have audiobooks yet. I haven't signed up for Audible yet. So I've been podcasting Dateline with Lester Holt. I love Dateline with Lester. I love it. Okay, anyway. Got 1 hour to drive. 1 hour of driving left to get there. And then I'll just try to find some place to tuck in out of the way for the night and have a good night, sleep, and unload after 9 in the morning. I had to call for an appointment. Well, not really an appointment, but I had to call and let them know I'm on my way. And they said, yeah, we open for the customers at 8, but transporters aren't allowed to be here until 9. Whatever. I'm good, whatever. So at 9 in the morning, I'm going to pop my feet onto their parking lot, and here I am. All right, I'm going to update you one more time after I get there. I just needed to vent. I just needed to let it all out. See you on down the road. Yes, I am. I am in Eureka, Missouri. I think the customer, I know the customer is down there, but I think it's like 1 minute away. I found a nice big parking lot with not a convenience store, a grocery store to park in. I'm hopefully out of the way so that nobody will say anything. Oh, it's been a long day, folks. I feel I did good. I feel I put in a long day's work. It's just cold enough here that I'm going to leave the truck running. Earlier when I was out and about, I'd stop. Yeah, I was in Troy, Illinois. The weather wasn't that bad. But it's still cold. It's cold enough that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave the truck running. Do I have anything else I wanted to say? There was something else I wanted to tell you guys that was kind of important. Oh, I remember what it is. So, I have a new rule now. My EFS fuel card, or my EFS card where all my pay goes and then I can transfer it over to my account. Never, ever will I let that get below $400. Because that's my fuel. I didn't realize that until it was too late. So after I loaded in Goshen, Indiana, yeah, you knew. Yeah, that's right. Big girl's hollering. She's hungry. Well, I've got no money on my card. And it's a really long story why I couldn't use my personal credit card at the truck fuel island. There, I said it. So I literally had to wait until Control advanced me half of my pay. And for those of you who know me well, when I'm ready to go, I am ready to go. And it was agonizing to sit there and wait because I was within eye shot of the truck stop where I needed to fuel, and I didn't have any money on my card. And I'm like, I ain't doing that again. So from now on, my rule, I'm not letting that card get down below 400. Just throwing that out there. Because it's kind of terrible, you know, you're chomping at the bit, you're ready to get all hooked up, you want to make some miles, you want to get on down the road. But I learn, every day I learn something new out here. Alrighty. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight and start the truck up, put in my privacy doodads, and get some sleep. I am tired, but it's a good tired, and I like that I'm just being productive. So good night, everybody, and we'll see everybody in the morning. Alrighty, everybody, yet another successful delivery. I am in Eureka, Missouri. I just delivered, got my paperwork, sent everything in, emailed my traffic manager, said I'm heading home. My husband wants to go truck shopping. He's about ready to do the RV thing. He's trying to finish up a little bit what he's doing. He has his own business he's trying to work his way out of. He don't want to do it anymore. I think he wants to travel. He could be jealous. I don't know. It would be nice to have a little bit of company out here every now and then. But looks like it's going to be a nice day also. It's really beautiful. Spring is beautiful here in Missouri also. I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was all excited. I'm like, oh, 9 a.m. delivery. And I got up and I had plenty of time. And I was just messing around on my phone till 9 o'clock came. And then I looked at the time on my phone and I'm like, oh, I'm on Central Time. So I had to wait another hour. And waiting is hard for me. I mean, I thought I was ready to go, you know. I mean, I know how to wait, but when I've already got it in my brain, I'm all psyched up, ready to go, and now like, oh, seriously? I gotta wait another hour. And the parking lot that I was parked in, they had a little store, kind of like a Panera Bread. What was it called? St. Louis bread. And I thought, oh, I'll just walk over there and get me some breakfast. And I get all the way over there to the other end of the parking lot, and they got a sign on their door that says, closed due to lack of supplies. So I went into the grocery store and I walked around and I really couldn't find anything. So now that I'm bobtail, I'm going to go get a bite to eat. And I'm going to start working my way toward home. Alrighty. Can't think of anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video so I can get started on, I don't know when I'm going to do another video. But I'm going to end this one. Alright. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching. It'd be really super awesome if you go ahead and subscribe, like, share. And as always, I welcome comments. And I've been getting some really good comments. Oh, I forgot to put my Fitbit on. I've been getting some really good comments, and I'm enjoying the feedback. So thank you guys very much for the feedback. And we'll catch you on down the road, okay?